of give a quick recap. If you didn't know, I got my BFA at Southeast Missouri State in 2020, moved directly to Texas, got my MFA at the University of Texas in Arlington in 2023. So I work a lot primarily with ceramics and some digital media work, and I also adjunct around the area as well, right now at Tarrant County College and UT Arlington. Very recently, I became a member of the Texas Sculpture Association board, so we're working on that. Yeah, I know. But if I were to sum up my work, basically I make a lot of ghosts or blobby things. So starting off with the beginning of the cohort, I would say it's a little more of like a transitional space. I was going around to adults' shops and drawing different shapes that I saw with these sex toys that were there. Again, to kind of deal with like sexuality or intimacy, kind of more in like a humorous way. And I was mixing and mashing them to create these very whimsical creatures. But I want to say maybe like earlier this year, I kind of hit a wall where for me, it started feeling like a chore. Like this was still like a part of like, I would say offshoot of what my thesis was about. And so I was kind of like, I need to stop, I need to take a breather, and I need to think about something else. So truly, my little shark right here, it's called Are You Stupid? I believe was one of the biggest turning points for me, because she was based off of this like meme that I really love on the internet of this like really cute derpy little shark. And if you don't know, I may or may not be on the internet a lot. And so then I started thinking about, why don't I begin looking into social media and my own interactions with it, being chronically online, to looking at other things like AI slop, or even AI girlfriends. Been reading, very interesting, it's a real thing. Very interestingly, so I started thinking about making these different like figureheads of things that I saw online, so like handsome Squidward, for example, or TVs, or even my own interpretation of an AI girlfriend, how I think they might look. So that's kind of a more recent series that I'm still building on. Another thing with social media, I went through a really big Labubu phase, and it's funny because I don't even like them like that. I just loved the shape, and I kept drawing them, and so basically this like dust bunny figure was what made it into the Cedars Union artist note cards, which was super cool. And with that, I was playing around and kind of designing different digital prints, which eventually kind of led to the big ceramic piece, Bottomless Lobotomies for $34.99. I also kind of figured, again, I'm gonna have as much fun as I can with these, so I started thinking about really, I would say, silly titles of things that somewhat talk to like instant gratification online or just the different subcultures that we see. One of my goals here was to explore a little more with some of the digital media work that I personally do with these silicone prosthetics. I'm gonna be real. I did not do as much as I would have hoped, but I did do some experimentation, and I really need to get cracking on that. But basically, these are some of the works that were mostly just tests of trying to figure out how they would look on the body, how real or I guess I would say manufactured they'd look. And of course, here I made a lot of friends. So I saw a lot of other people's works that they had a bunch of photos, so I made something really cheesy. But I really appreciated my time at the cohort, getting to know everybody, and you guys putting up with me, truly. And it was my first time going to Austin because of the Cohort show, so I was super stoked. And yeah, I mean, I had fun. So some other things too that I kind of did during my time here, I curated an exhibition known as Girly Pop Diaries, where I had myself and 5 other artists who we made a bunch of collaborative paintings and sculptures based off of, I would say more of like an early 2000s aesthetic, looking at different things that we grew up with. And so every single piece, like the paintings were just passed off to people to like add and cover or paint other things on top of, as well as each person had their own sculpture. And I also had a lot of fun doing the social media promotion for this. So we all got matching Hello Kitty shirts, and basically I set up this big backdrop. It was like one of those like old back to school type of photos, and basically like I loved it. I had a great time. Unfortunately, my gallbladder decided to leave, so I wasn't able to attend my own show, you know? But I guess people told me it was good, so that's what matters. Another thing that I did as well, show-wise, is I had an exhibition on Fabrication Street with Hector Ramirez called Los Chaneques and the Blobby Boys. Basically, they're both since our works are both very like mischievous, different figures. We set them up in a space. Oh my God, I won't show that video. But if you want to look at it, that's fine too. So things that are next. Basically, I'm still teaching. I have an upcoming solo exhibition in November. Other group shows, I just got into 30 Under 30 at GDAC. And I'm also going to be a part of an alumni exhibition at my alma mater, SEMO, or in Cape Girardeau. And I'm currently working on a UI UX certification, so stay tuned for that. And that's all I got. Thank you. Oh, and if you want to contact me. Okay.